Just one puff of a cigarette, and you're inhaling over 7,000 chemicals, 78 of which are known carcinogens. These include but aren't limited to benzene, nickel, chromium, arsenic, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, cyanamide, allene, benzopyrene, aminobiphenyl, and nitrosamines. I singled out these 11 because they're all classified by the World Health Organization as Group 1 carcinogens. You won't find any edible substance out there that matches cigarettes in delivering such a rich and comprehensive assault on the human body. But this video isn't here to lecture you about quitting. It's just about sharing some hard truths you might not know or even expect. Like the fact that nicotine isn't actually carcinogenic, it's just an ingredient in pesticides. Or that the very thing that makes cigarettes so pleasurable can also leave men struggling to perform. To understand how cigarettes affect your body, we need to follow the journey from that first puff. Over 7,000 chemicals released as particles and gases blast through the nearly useless filter and make a beeline for your mouth and throat, leaving obvious damage behind. Tar stains your gums black, yellows your teeth, or knocks them out, and over time, irritates your vocal cords enough to give you that sexy smoker's voice. Oh, and cigarette smoke damages the nerve endings in your nose, dulling your sense of smell. That's why smokers often don't even notice their own stench. Next, the toxins hit your lower respiratory tract. Your body's first instinct, coughing, and attempt to expel them. But you don't always cough, because your system is both sounding the alarm and desperately trying to adapt. Your airways are lined with tiny, hair-like cilia that sweep out debris like nature's janitors. But hydrogen cyanide, a compound in cigarette smoke, once used as a chemical weapon in we, teams up with tar to paralyze these cilia. With the defense system down, toxins waltz straight into your lungs like they own the place. This is where gas exchange happens. Oxygen enters your blood, and carbon dioxide exits. But carbon monoxide in smoke binds to hemoglobin 200 times more tightly than oxygen. It hijacks your red blood cells, leaving your body starved for air, hence the shortness of breath. Your brain, oxygen deprived, gets dizzy, creating that buzz feeling smokers call a nicotine high. Other toxins, including nicotine, hitch the same ride into your bloodstream. From lips to brain, just 7 seconds. Nicotine might not cause cancer, but it's far from harmless. It's the fastest acting addictive drug, no competition. Many people get hooked after just one cigarette. Here's the thing. Addiction thrives on dopamine spikes. The bigger the rush, the faster the addiction. So how does nicotine stack up? Sex boosts dopamine by 100%. Nicotine, 150%. Cocaine, 225%. By that measure, nicotine outpaces sex and flirts with hard drugs. In your brain, nicotine latches onto nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, triggering a flood of dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. You feel euphoric, relaxed, alert, which is why people reach for a smoke when stressed, tired, or bored. But this is a trap. Your cells are already oxygen-starved, so this boost is really your brain running on fumes. Nicotine vanishes fast within an hour. Blood levels drop to 25%. As dopamine plummets below baseline, you're left craving that next hit. About 2 hours post-smoke, the emptiness kicks in. No focus, no calm. So you light up again. But your brain adapts. Each cigarette feels weaker, pushing you to smoke more. One a day becomes a pack. That is how addiction takes hold. Without nicotine, you'd never touch those 78 carcinogens. But nicotine's grip keeps you playing Russian roulette, all while toxins batter every organ in your body. A 2011 study scanned teens, 15-21, both smokers and non-smokers, while they performed cognitive tasks. The result? Smoking impaired prefrontal cortex function. Dose-dependently, this area governs judgment, memory, emotion, and self-control. In other words, smoking literally makes you dumber, more forgetful, and impulsive. The study focused on under 21s because over half of smokers start before 20, but the prefrontal cortex isn't fully wired until 25. This gap spells disaster. Smoking alters young brains during critical development, and their immature self-control makes quitting harder. The damage isn't just in your head. A 2016 study linked smoking to physical brain shrinkage, thinning in areas like the hippocampus, memory, and thalamus sensory processing. If you think I just feel slower, wait 20 years. Middle-aged smokers face double the risk of Alzheimer's. By then, it's game over. No memory, no reasoning, just a hollowed-out mind, oblivious to its own decay. But some smokers won't live to see that. Nicotine reacts with blood vessels, creating fatty plaques that narrow arteries. A blockage in heart or brain vessels can trigger a heart attack or stroke within hours. Brain damage is just the tip of the iceberg. Smoking directly causes cancer in multiple organs, weakens immunity, reduces fertility, and, yes, causes erectile dysfunction. But here's the good news: your body can heal. 20 minutes after your last puff, heart rate and blood pressure normalize. At 12 hours, carbon monoxide clears and oxygen transport improves. Day 1, coughing spikes, that's your lungs purging toxins. By day 2, nicotine and tar byproducts are gone, and taste-smell nerves start regenerating. The withdrawal hits hard, fatigue, irritability, headaches, push through, and the rewards grow. 1 month in, breathing eases, coughing drops, and lungs repair. Cilia fully regenerate by 9 months. 1 year smoke-free, you're reborn, better skin, sharper mind, zero cravings. At 5 years, clot risk plummets. 10 years out, your disease risk matches a non-smoker's. This recovery, it's thanks to your body's relentless repair crew and you, for resisting temptation. I'm not here to guilt trip you. Habits don't vanish after a video. Real quitting takes 2 things: fear of consequences, or caring about yourself or someone else. Like my friend, a decade-long chain smoker who dropped cigarettes the day his wife got pregnant.